Welcome back to Colony Ship. So right now we're in again the ESLSS, the church hub. In the hub you'll also find Eli. He's one of the most important characters in the game because he can upgrade your ships or overclock your ships or implants or even your companions, but yeah, that's pretty expensive. Sadly for me I can only afford one overclock. Now look at this thing over here, 4434, right? 444 and another 3. About a combat robot. Run armor and weapons, anything you can strip. All I need is the humanity calibrator. Yeah, so that's how you unlock the pathway to the robot, but I don't think we can kill it. It's kind of hard. So as you can see, it doubles the accuracy bonus, evasion, and also the critical chance of the follower. So this is one of the best things you can upgrade and one of the best things you can have in the game, because if you add the stats together, that's 3 or 6, 18% critical chance for the part. Anyway, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. I also have Rifleman for him. I would have preferred something with critical chance, but to be honest, it's not going to work very well. So I think I'll leave it like this. We go to the pit and we have to go and fight Falkner. I don't know what to say about the game. I'm very disappointed. The more I play, the more I start to hate it, because you're not going to get stronger. It seems like the more I play, the weaker I'm getting. Which is kind of rare for games. If I remember correctly... Huh? We can go over there. What is that over there? Huh, interesting. Also spoke to this guy over here at jobs, and he gave me another job. Fire gun Zebulon, which is the bridge above the pit, which is the high ground, and there we'll have probably another combat waiting for us. And I'm not sure what to do, because at this point I feel like I'm too weak again. I feel like I don't have enough damage. My DPS is pretty small. My survivability is pretty bad. Feels like I made a lot of mistakes with choosing armor as attack, because it seems like it's the worst idea ever, because that means you'll only increase your armor if you get hit, which is counterproductive. What was that? I don't remember being here. So to enter here you have to come over here. You can open that, remove the crates, get some loot. Oh, and extend the bridge, really? By the way, I extended the bridge on this thing as well, and I only had some random loot, nothing too important, nothing too good anyway. Oh, so we can kill rigs with stealth. Interesting. So I have a sneaking option. I guess you should always take the sneaking options, because they're the only ones that will give you sneaking experience. I don't know. I feel like I have to restart the game, and every update I have to restart the game or something like that. Let's see what we can do with sneaking. You can also bring your entire party inside. It would be fun if you bring everyone inside. What if you choose to start combat? Oh, we'll start in a much better position, okay. Okay, we'll just pretend we're sneaking inside. So, we're sneaking inside. Oh, I need a dagger. Well, to be honest, I think I can give our old friend Jed over here a dagger. We have a dagger. Oh, it's kind of hilarious we ended up in a position like this. Oh, wait. That's so weird. I mean, how does this work? If you cannot move him in that direction, can you... Yeah. Man, some of these mechanics don't make any sense, and I'm really struggling here with the game for it to make sense. It just doesn't want to make sense. Hey, where is the dagger? The dagger is there. I got scared for a moment. I guess I can move him here. Oh, I forgot about pressing X. Doing that. Yeah, no, it's almost impossible to do it like this, so I guess you just have to go in, pretend you're going to stab someone and then kill them. Yeah, I feel like you should have more control over your party, how you exit the ventilator shaft or whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah. So you are Evans. Jed. Oh, come on, of course he shoots Lazarus. Somehow, I really doubt I will like this game. I don't understand all of the stupid decisions. Everywhere I look in this game, there are stupid decisions. Okay, you can sneak in there, but the enemy has such a huge advantage if you sneak in there. You don't have any way... You basically waste time, and I'm so tired of wasting time in this game. So I wasted 9 minutes trying to figure out if I can do something with that. No, you cannot. You really have to use the sneaking. And you have to have a character dedicated for sneaking, otherwise it's pointless. It is simply pointless, and I'm just wasting my time. And look at how far it is to go over there. Why is it so hard for the developers to simply put a stupid beam between these two positions? I don't know. I guess they wanted this to look very cool and atmospheric. Man, I'm really starting to hate this game. I'll still finish it, I'll still play it until the end, but I really doubt this is what you would call fun. I mean, what's the point of giving the player so many options if he has to stick with his starting option? That's the biggest problem. the options you choose in the first 5 minutes of the game are the options you will use until the end of the game, which is stupid. I cannot say this is a good. Let's reload that again. Man, this game is something else. This will. Oh, I forgot again. Okay, I forgot again to move him to the little spot. Can you believe how stupid the game is? Because if you don't move your character a single space in the beginning of the game, you lose the fight. I mean, you don't lose the fight itself, but you lose a character, and I don't want anyone to die, because that's the reason I'm playing with scam saving so much. If one character dies, that means I lose the game, and I will not allow any characters to. I would rather stop playing the game than a character dying. Nick Captain, oh great. Lightly adjusted. Yes, you just have to beat the RNG at its own game in such a big fashion that it cannot do anything. Zero mistakes. Perfect clicks everywhere. Decapped. That's too much RNG. Even the damage, as you can see, sometimes you hit for 1 damage, sometimes you hit for 10 damage. What is the logic? Grazed. Crippled. Graze. Sometimes he does no damage, sometimes he does all of the damage. And that guy uses an aggro steam, blinds everyone over here, makes my life very hard. Cannot shoot him. Sure, try to shoot him in the head, let's see what happens. Nothing happens, because that's the way the game is designed. 20 damage. What is the logic behind all of this? How can you do 20 damage versus 0 damage? Use the aggro steam as well. How are you dealing so much damage? I don't get it. Four points of damage. Just grazes. I clicked the left click by accident, if you're wondering what happened. Sure, no problem. I really don't want to give them any chance of recovering, so let's use the lung burst. $16. 16 chance to hit. He hits a graze. This is my biggest damage weapon in the game currently, and it hits for so little damage. So little damage, as opposed to the guns that deal no damage, but somehow they deal a lot. I don't know what to do these characters, because as soon as those guys wake up, they will be angry at me. They will want my blood. Okay, he's full HP. By the way, he's supposed to be in cover. I guess this doesn't act as cover, even though technically it should be cover. I guess aim for the arms. Oh, look at this, look at this. Come on, one more time, come on. You didn't have one more shot in you? I have to hide my character so they don't get shot. And this is a stasis field, by the way. He still has the super serum, so buffs. You cannot hit him, you cannot hit him. He still has the distortion field activated, and I don't understand how the developers could simply create something so stupid. Look at that, I barely did damage to that guy. He barely does damage to me. Staggered. Ah, come on. Pointless to even try to shoot at him. I guess my best option is to just throw another smoke grenade over there and hope for the best. Definitely don't let him be in shooting range. He had enough action points to shoot 2 times. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable to what lengths you have to go to play the game. Man, go hide in a corner. Use another Steam. Don't ever show your face again on this map, because it's ridiculous. The amount of HP, the amount of aim they have. You cannot get away with anything. You will just be shot down. Look at this. Still 6% chance to hit. I can understand it. That's the goal of the game, to be hard. But this is beyond hard. This is stupid. He's right in front of us. We have rifles and shotguns and we cannot hit them. So our only options right now is to just hide the squishy characters. One is behind the wall and the other one is over here. I don't know why he was stuck in the grenade mode. Come on, Jet, get out of there. You'll have nightmares if you stay over there. What was the point? They just had regular gear. This is the gear they had on them. Not extract this, interesting. Just take it. They had regular gear, they had nothing special. Oh, the Redeemer, I guess that's a special revolver, but still. This is a level 1. All Ranger. That's almost a I guess. About their armor. Yeah, the problem is in this game armor doesn't matter. That armor was so bad compared to what I had. All Enforcer Vest. Where the All Enforcer Vest? The distortion field will never be as efficient on the player, because the player, unless it's a player, especially designed to be using stealth, not stealth evasion, it will never be as good as that. That was incredibly hard, and I don't get it why. It makes you scream. It really makes you scream. I'm pressing M, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work if I press M? My keyboard busted? No, it's not. It's just a... Okay, I have to exit the building. Sure, game. That was a harder than a boss fight. I've tried that fight so many times now. By the way, now you have to remember where Falkner is. If you don't know, now you know. And that's Falkner over there. Well, good luck remembering if you haven't played this game in a while. I cannot get over the fact that they basically had nothing good. They just were smashing us, destroying us with regular weapons. Well, I guess Evans will get a nice revolver, but that double shot was amazing. You can hit someone in the head with that? I never know. I never knew that. 12 to 14. Interesting. That's a high reaction chance. Look at the damage. The damage is basically the same, except that one has more accuracy, but I'm not giving up that baby. It's too good. Do they take the things out of the things as well? Let's remove that. Put it in my inventory, and also let's just equip his one, because his is apparently much better. 4 turns. The shop is not so important. And it just had the regular deflector. As you can see, it was not even top tier. That's it. That's all you had to do. Okay. Let's go and see what Jonas has to tell us. Wait, I selected the promised land. It should have put me over there. Oh man, I cannot imagine how the rest of the game is. I've been reading so many guides about the game. Your party gains experience. That's everything you gain from that. What a complete joke. And believe me, the fight with the turrets is just as funny. But the problem here is, as you can see, they have locked the doors to the promised land, and I cannot steal the credits over there. I don't know, so many decisions that don't make sense in this game. Why? It's a normal encounter. Why is it so strong? I haven't even been to the heart. I can only imagine what bad things await for me over there. Welcome to the heart of the ship. No, I'll keep this for the next episode. In the next episode, we'll go to the heart. But for now, let me show you the other encounter that I was supposed to do in the starter area of the game, in the pit. The drain, the outskirts. No, the outer gate. Let me show you another fun encounter over here. I used the grenades because I don't know why I used that other one. I guess it stayed selected for whatever reason. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try again. This is almost like watching a football match. You know, you're screaming at the people playing the game. Zebulon. All kinds of goods. If you want to trade, why worry? The pit is practically undefended. And guess what? We'll fight. Oh, that's a captain. These are real soldiers. Needs shelter. No longer needs shelter. What? The kind that no longer needs shelter the pit or the habitat offer. No longer needs shelter. That's definitely a error over there. A mistake, I don't know. That definitely doesn't need the offer for shelter of the pit or the habitat. Probably that or something like that. Zebulon, my friend, have you everything ordered? What if you steal something? No, Shinja, I prefer stay where you are and keep your hands where I can see them. A few setbacks to supply and all prices have gone up. Zeb manages to nod and shake his head at the same time. So you must be done with the problem. The captain spits to the side of your boot. Are the developers even aware that this guy, they gave him a mask and in the dialogue they say he spits? How can he spit when he's wearing a full face respirator? Does he take the respirator off, spits at your... Oh, this is a very hard fight as well. And this guy has 4 guards and the captain. And they all start in positions that are very good for them. And they also have a melee character over there. I don't understand. How can you even compete with all of this nonsense? Evans, go there. I mean, we'll try, but again, this is just like that other mission. And keep in mind, we're playing with 4 people. You can also play with 2 people, even 1, 2, or 3 people. You don't have to play with a full party all the time. Start combat. That is not as efficient because these guys have respirators. Block. But this is an aimed shot. Huh. Lucky shot. And of course they throw a grenade at you, and there's no way you can avoid a grenade toss because you're basically in this small area. Grenades away! 5% chance to hit. Oh great, here we go. We'll play this next time, I'm sure of it, because there's no way I can do anything over here. What is your problem? You had another grenade selected, did you? That guard will be toast if I hit him with all of this. But I'm pretty sure he'll almost be impossible to kill like this. 60. Yeah, let's go for the 95% chance. Not bad. That's all you got. Not exactly, I have more. Oh, did he blind us? He blinded us again. They really need to revise some of the mechanics and the rules of the game because this will not work. This is nonsense. Especially where you fight in the arenas. Why do you always have to have such a bad position? And even if you don't have a bad position, somehow the developers make you have a bad position. You never will be able to use the burst, to be honest. I don't know why I selected rifles for him. I should have went pistols for everyone. I think if they are in the smoke, they have... we cannot hit them if they are in the smoke, so I will not even try that. This is basically a useless character. I don't know how else to put it. He's useless. He's going to get shot from in every direction possible, and there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe I can kill that guy. Oh, miss. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Yeah, many options as you can see. I guess we have to take our... Wait a minute, let's try that fancy pistol. Why isn't it not loaded? Oh, that was... boing. That was a funny shot. See, to me it seems like certain guns are overpowered and certain guns are useless. Staggered. How can you hit such a big crit and also stagger? Stagger means their evasion is lowered. So they become much easier to hit. If you stagger someone 2 times, they're super easy to hit. Somehow that is out of range. Blocked. I can hit the captain, but the captain is so tanky and beefy, I don't even want to risk it. 10%. Do the long burst. I guess we'll hit a lot of grazes if you... The graze... I really think the graze system should be looked at again. I understand, okay, you will not hit them with a proper hit, it will be a graze, but still, it should do some damage, not 0 damage almost. Look at them, they're just focusing and down. Legs. Arms. $48. You'll die. There's no way I can keep Jed alive. With all my good intentions, you'll not make it. Look at that. I guess I should have... So close, yet so far away. We'll just focus him down. There's nothing I can do about it. I guess I could have thrown another grenade. Oh man, this game is so terrible. It's so terrible. Why? Okay, let's just kill them so you can see what the loot is and you can see why I'm so angry. It doesn't even matter what you aim for. RNG, just plain old RNG. Oh, I press space again. Oh, and this is another thing I don't like about the game. You think you have one more action point left and you press space, but it's actually not what you think and you skip a turn of the next character. Okay, let's just see their loot. It's very good. to stagger them like this. What did I press? I press R again. I'm really angry at the game right now. I'm trying so hard to like the game. There's nothing you can like about the game. Just look at this nonsense. That, use that. Huh. Just do a short burst yourself. Jed is dead. Of course he's dead, because these guys are so hard to kill. They just have all of the advantages in the world. They'll surely kill one of your characters at least. Gain 500 credits. So let's see what their loot was. Who died, I think? Jed died? And those are his weapons. They had regular stuff, they don't have anything special. The rebuild lancer might be considered a good rifle overall, but it's not. Nice. The last rights. Reaction penetration. That's a very good knife. And yeah, they just have regular stuff, nothing too special about it. I guess the damage combat, arm guards and the other stuff is good, but it's just damaged. This is the highest damage reduction you can get in the game currently, I think, 11. They had a lot of implants. They have a sledgehammer. This is a sci-fi game where sledgehammers and knives are better than laser pistols in a way. Okay, so that concludes the reason why I don't like the game, and I'll redo this fight off camera. Return to Earl. Let's return to Earl as well. Let us 500 credits, some other stuff. I get some experience. I'll have to redo this fight off camera until I make it so nobody dies, but again, it's a mess, it's a mess. I have to use a lot of grenades. I don't mind using grenades. I might even be forced to use this stuff. And you know what my mistake was? Simply put, my mistake was I didn't tag, instead of tagging armor, I should have tagged lockpicking. And if I had tagged lockpicking now, I would have the laser rifle, and this would have been much more smoother, because this guy cannot do anything. So even if he's built for combat, he just doesn't have what it takes. I mean, he has critical thinker and rifleman, plus the other stuff, which doesn't really help. I guess he only has 3 combat skills. I don't know, we'll just have to see. I'll try to finish the game the best way I can, but it seems like it's impossible to advance now. I have to restart the game, correct my mistakes, save up a lot more money, overclock other implants, do other stuff, do completely other things. Oh, I cannot wait until the full release of the game. When the full release of the game is here, I'll play it perfectly, at the millimeter. You will see me playing this almost like I'm reading a spreadsheet, and I think people won't like that, but that's the way you're supposed to play it. Bye bye.